Well, I hope everyone enjoyed our first election video, and we thought we'd do another one. It seems to be the topic of the day. I want to start just by talking about different presidents and the performance in the stock market. I want to do a little multiple choice. See if you guys know your history and your market history. So I'm going to give you 3 presidents and you tell me who had the best market performance, okay? We got Ronald Reagan, Dwight Eisenhower, or Barack Obama. Who had the highest market performance?
Yeah, so first of all, Eisenhower and Reagan were both Republicans, obviously.
Yep.
Most people remember Obama as a Democrat.
So, who do you think? Submit your answers. Okay, so who was it, Will?
It was actually Barack Obama.
Okay, so, awesome. By quite a big margin.
Yeah, it really was.
The top of all time was Bill Clinton. He had a little bit higher than Obama, but
210% while he was in office.
That's good. But that was the top 4 that we just named: Bill Clinton, Barack Obama, Dwight Eisenhower, and Ronald Reagan.
So, you're probably thinking, well, maybe it doesn't matter as much who the president is, but what about Congress? What about Senate and the House? And we've done a lot of different research on, hey, well, what does the market do if there is a divided Republican House? What does it do if there is a divided Democrat House? What does it do if it's all split? What if there's a Republican president and then a divided House and Senate? What if there's a Democrat president, divided House and Senate? The interesting thing is that we've looked at all the options, and it's really ironic, maybe even shocking to some. The market doesn't really care. In fact, there isn't hardly any difference between all those different scenarios, and in every single scenario, on average, the market goes up no matter what. So, all that to say, the market in and of itself doesn't really care who's in the White House or even who, what party is running the country at the end of the day. We've
talked to Trump. Has done some tax cuts in his term, and he's also mentioned doing further tax cuts. Biden is starting to clarify his economic positions, and we do know quite a bit about his plans, actually. And that's the next thing we want to talk about is what would the tax environment look like if Biden became president? And really the big thing, there's several little things, but one of the big things is for people who have an income over $1 million, it's going to change. The capital gains rate is going to change quite a bit. It's going to go from 20% up to 39.6% that we had in the past. And so what that basically means, if you buy a stock or a piece of real estate at $100,000 and then you sell it for $150,000, then rather than paying 20% on the $50,000 gain, you'll be paying close to 40%. And so what do you think that'll do?
Yeah, and I think too, there's some big things that have to happen in order for that to actually happen. First of all, Biden has to get elected. Second of all, he has to get the tax legislation pushed through, which all that's going to take a matter of most likely years. And so, but that could definitely do something. The fact is that for a large percentage, up in the 90% of Americans, not much is going to change. The changes would be minimal. It could, if this legislation gets passed, if there's a lot of ifs. It could mean higher taxes for the top half or 1% of earners, the people who make over $1 million.
Right, and so you might not sell the piece of real estate or might not sell the stock. You just hang on to it, right? You probably would just adjust and have different actions. So the next thing is there would also, Biden would be eliminating half of the Trump tax cut and increasing the rate from 21% of the top income earners to 28%. So that's a little bit about what we know, but we do know we can adjust, and people will adjust.
Yeah, so really, all this to say at the end of the day, our thought is work with a financial planner who does tax planning. And that's something that Jesse and I have always incorporated into our practice. We are always looking. So when the CARES Act came around, we were reaching out to all of the folks that we work with, giving them updates on, hey, what does this mean for you individually?
Or some steps.
And so we're always looking at the tax planning. So we believe it's very important to work with a professional advisor and to make sure that they have your best interest at heart and that they know your unique individual tax situation.
Yeah, and are willing to have the time and have the effort to do tax strategy with you, proactive in the calendar year. We highly recommend working with a tax professional in addition, but we'd love to go over that with you and run a scenario and help consider things for you. So look forward to talking with you.
So if you have further concerns, please feel free to reach out. We'd love to speak with you guys. Thanks.